Protect your online privacy today at expressvpn.com/inside.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Inside Gaming Daily for Wednesday.
What's that?
I don't like it because you're doing it at us.
That is why I like it.
We've got two big releases this week. Yesterday we talked about Ghost of Tsushima, and today it's time for Paper Mario: The Origami King. In many ways, the same game.
Yeah, it's
Very similar. Yeah, while we've had years to get lathered up about Ghosts of Tsushima, Nintendo kept the newest Paper Mario game pretty quiet until just a few months before its release. Waiting till a game is ready before you announce it. What a concept.
But now reviews are in, and they're mostly good. Paper Mario: The Origami King is sitting at an 81 on Metacritic right now and an 80 on OpenCritic. That usually means that a game is good, but just kind of has a couple of issues.
If you're wondering how those scores stack up against past Paper Mario games, the first one on the Nintendo 64 got a 93, which was a very high watermark for the series.
Am I correct in thinking that an 80 is low for a Nintendo game?
That tracks.
Yeah, for a first-party Nintendo game.
They make good games.
Yeah, it was a surprise hit and led to a bunch of sequels, including Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, which got an 87. That one is still a lot of people's favorite. Meanwhile, Super Paper Mario got an 85 when it released on the Wii. Paper Mario Sticker Star on the 3DS got a 75, a low for the series, and Paper Mario Color Splash on the Wii U got a 76, which is also the number of people who played it because it was on the Wii U. Boom, roasted.
Nice, got him.
Stick a fork in it, the Wii U is done.
But yeah, so this would put the Origami King pretty solidly in the middle of the franchise when it comes to reviews. Now, if you've never played a Paper Mario game, what are you, a f***ing loser? They're known for their unique art style and their sense of humor, which can tend to be a little on the cute, childish side, I would say.
I haven't played one. Am I a f***ing loser?
I came off as way more strident than I meant it.
Oh,
It's
don't
fine.
backtrack, Brian. Have a spine for once.
This is how I find out?
Well, you're either a loser or a child.
You do work in video games. Sorry.
This one was developed by Intelligent Systems, the longtime developer of Paper Mario games. They're also known for the Fire Emblem series and WarioWare games. The game was initially supposed to be announced during E3 as part of the Super Mario 35th anniversary, but obviously E3 was cancelled, did not get doxed this year, and Nintendo had to change plans. They ended up announcing the game via a trailer in May.
Intelligent Systems sounds like a,
It's kind of a
what is it?
Skynet vibe.
Yeah.
Jesus was
So-
35, was he not?
33.
The big bad guy this time is King Ollie, who wants to turn the world into origami, God forbid, along with his henchmen, the Legion of Stationery. Just saying that is a little scary.
I think we should hear him out.
No, hold on.
Let's see what he has to say. They seize Princess Peach's castle, take control of Bowser's army, start turning everything they can into folded paper. Again, God forbid.
Yeah, but I feel like we all benefit from the world being pretty origami.
Yeah, I think of that John Woo movie where the killer, like every time he kills somebody,
Oh, the
he
origami,
folds a
yeah.
crane. It's
Huh?
Which one is that?
Alon is the killer.
It's the one with Chow Yun Fat in it.
Oh, that narrows it down, yeah.
And of course, it's up to Mario to save the day, this time with a new friend, Olivia, who happens to be Ollie's sister. She's apparently adorable and hilarious. There's also a Bob-omb who has lost his lost his memory.
Oh, okay.
Like he lost his dick.
King Ollie cut my dick off.
Just writing on deadline. He lost his memory and also helped serve as comedy relief.
Above all, Paper Mario games are lighthearted romps. I don't know. I haven't played one. Guess I'm a loser, Brian.
Haven't you played, like, everything else, though?
Yeah, I think they started coming out around the time that I was like old enough to think it wasn't cool enough. That I was like, I play mature games now, like Majora's Mask.
right.
I couldn't play that.
Sorry, I have to play Dead or Alive beach volleyball.
Hell yeah, Daddy's hungry.
Read. We have to move on.
Apparently, one of the biggest differences in Origami King is the battle system, where enemies surround Mario to attack from all sides, in a ring-based puzzle system that producer Kensuke Tanabe has compared to a Rubik's Cube.
In middle school, I cheated and looked up how to do a Rubik's Cube, and I just want to say, Haley was a pretty big fan of Connor for a couple days.
Congrats.
Shout out to Haley, I guess.
Boss battles changed that somewhat, putting the boss in the center of an arena, while Mario has to make a path to get to them. The game also uses more open-world navigation. That's a departure from the previous games, which used a chapter system.
So, let's get to the reviews. Game Radar gave Origami King a 4.5 out of 5, calling it fun, lighthearted, and a celebration of Super Mario with a strong story, great humor, and brilliant characters.
Brilliant.
Is that brilliant is in the British sense, though.
Brilliant characters. Brilliant.
I played a lot of Thousand Year Door, and compared to other Mario games, there were dialogue choices where it was like, oh, this seems like an actual character. If they've carried that forward, then I can maybe see how they would get to that point.
They wrote, Paper Mario, the Origami King, isn't afraid to poke fun at itself, or the classic Mario formula, and the adventure is like some kind of wonderful Nintendo in-joke that we're all in on as a result.
Very positive. Yeah, the writing overall got a lot of praise. VentureBeat's Jeff Grubb called it delightful, saying that Olivia stands out for her charm and humor. He added, the best indication I had about the quality of Paper Mario, the Origami King, is that I didn't want to put it down, which is, high-ish praise. I've played terrible games I didn't want to put down, but
Yeah, same. I have burned through bad games before.
playing Deadly Premonition 2 right now.
I don't play games I like.
Critics also liked the variety in the game's levels, as Eurogamer wrote, over the course of its story, the Origami King will take you to a ninja-themed theme park, an angelic spa resort, an ocean cruise liner, to jungles, canyons, and woods. Each has been lovingly crafted in wonderfully tactile paper and cardboard.
Who writes lovingly crafted in wonderfully tactile paper and cardboard?
Oh, Eurogamer.
Oh, that checks out. I kind of want to play this, though.
I'm curious about the angelic spa resort.
Just wait till we get to the second half of the script, Alana.
Got it.
They added, rarely will you find an area without something hidden in plain sight, and someone with dialogue which will make you smile.
I just yawned while you guys were doing that.
Kotaku liked the game's more open feel. They said the environments are full of holes that you can fill in with confetti, like you do, to sometimes open up new places. The levels also have hidden, folded up toads who you can collect, and later they'll cheer you on in the battle arena and give you rewards. Or if they're paper, you can just roll blunts with them.
You ever stuff a hole with confetti just to see if it opens up a new door?
Anyway,
Stuff your mom
Kotaku
with
said that while it wouldn't be called an open world by any measure, Origami King's locations are imaginative, rewarding to explore, and full of detail. And the humor extends to a lot of the bosses, the most difficult of which, The Verge writes, are sentient office supplies. They also said there are multiple surprise musical numbers and performances, including a multi-part stage play that ends in a Shy Guy ballet. How is any of this real?
They added that the game is a fantastic example of how to freshen up the classic RPG formula with a few new ideas and clever simplification, but it's the RPG elements, or lack thereof, that have been controversial lately in the series.
The Paper Mario community.
Kotaku wrote, I'm not sure why Nintendo feels that Paper Mario can't be a role-playing game. What exactly was the issue with the original games, which were widely praised and sold very well?
Games Radar likewise pointed out, if you are hoping for a return to the RPG qualities of games like Thousand Year Door, you will be sadly disappointed. VentureBeat also knocked the game's lack of traditional RPG mechanics. For instance, there's no XP, so Mario doesn't level up. That can make most battles feel pointless, according to the writer. Instead, you gotta boost Mario's stats by finding heart containers. That sounds like The Legend of Zelda.
I don't feel like any game where you can't level up makes battles just inherently feel pointless. In any case, the combat, like we said, is a change of pace. Origami King is more like a strategy game, thanks to the ring system, where you're trying to rotate each ring and position your enemies just so. But that also proved controversial with reviewers. Controversy in Paper Mario really going off right now.
Yeah.
I like it when they say a game was criminally overlooked.
You're gonna go to jail if you didn't play this.
Yes.
If you didn't play this JRPG
For
from
overlooking.
1994. VentureBeat said that the whole combat system feels fundamentally broken, writing, Origami King's fights have zero give and take. There's an optimal way to play, and it's up to you as the player to mindlessly run through those motions. That sounds fun.
I like a game that treats me like the mouse I am in search of cheese. Go on, you little scamp. Find the end. Okay.
Nintendo's pretty good at that, though.
Games Radar added that the difficulty curve is all over the place. Some battles are cakewalks, apparently others maddeningly baffling.
Wow.
That's how battles work, though.
Sometimes I feel like these games reviewers have never been in a battle.
They've never been to war.
You can't do the job if you haven't been in a real life battle. They're
Right.
maddeningly baffling sometimes.
If you haven't gotten jumped in, you can't be a real games journalist.
If you haven't seen the
100%
whites
right.
of someone's eyes.
IGN said the combat is largely unfulfilling and your journey as a whole lacks meaningful choices. But still, despite the drawbacks, most people agreed that Origami King was a pretty good time.
A little bit of whiplash.
Meaningful choices also seems like a funny thing to say about a Mario
You're playing
game.
a game with Mario made out of
Right.
fake paper.
All of these snippets of reviews have just made me very curious about what the this game is.
Yeah.
Right.
It seems like a good experience. Not one I'd want to pay $60 for.
Don't worry, I'm sure Nintendo will discount it.
Yeah, in 2045. IGN also said the Origami King is a truly likable game despite the shallowness of its new spin on gameplay. Its characters are winsome. Oh. Its visual design is gorgeous, its world is fun to explore, and the storytelling is outside of the box and playful.
And Ars Technica summed it up by saying, buy it for a family-friendly casual romp through a fun, colorful world. Skip it if you're looking for a deep, involved RPG experience.
Not what I was ever gonna look for in Paper Mario.
Yeah, yeah.
That they have done it well before. Like,
Right,
this
that's
series
that's
has
what
had
people
fun
get
RPG
frustrated
experiences.
about.
Right,
Yes,
right,
that's
right.
right.
True.
I can't do turn-based combat.
You're not a real gamer. It's a bummer for you.
That's right.
Not our fault, so.
That's right. You haven't played any of these. What are you talking about? Get the fuck out of here.
Nintendo's got some very special plans when it comes to one of its most iconic characters.
Ooh, is Toad getting a new game?
It hurts him and lie
Is it Toad Tracker Tuesday? Is it Toad Tuesday?
No, damn it, Patrick, think bigger!
and lie.
There's probably no more legendary character in video games than Shy Guy. No, it's Mario. And this year is a banner year for everyone's favorite